more expanded Dark Raider day, get a feel for that. I played Road and Trev Break last time. And if we're not heads, haha! Salamence coin coming through in the clutch. I would like to go first, yes. Any reason I didn't go to regionals today? It was 3.5 hours north of me, and I played a Magic tournament last weekend, and I'm playing a Magic tournament this weekend, and driving 3.5 hours to play in a 5K didn't sound appealing. Why isn't my chat box showing up? Weird. Alright, we're gonna have to fix that. So again, we're not going to play the Shaymin out here onto my bench because that can draw me some cards. This hand's pretty medium. It's got a Sycamore to reset itself, but like discarding 2 Verse Seekers doesn't feel good. They can play the Reverse Valley and then Shaymin can like replace itself, but hopefully we hit like an Ultra Ball or something here in our first draw. Let me close and reload this chat box widget. I suppose I should close my torrent client as well. We drew Ultra Ball, which is actually kind of decent. That lets us get searching for stuff at least. So we're gonna start on this binning. I think we're gonna bin the Sycamore and a Verse Seeker here. To grab a Dragon Pokemon. Not quite sure what my opponent is going on with Keldeo as the lead out, but Salamence is probably a conservative choice here. Then I'm going to go ahead and slide this out here and slide this out here. So this will probably get bumped by whatever they play out, but I really just want to draw an extra card with the Shaymin. Maybe there's a small chance that they don't have a stadium to play to bump this. Alright, so we hit a DDE, that's not bad, so let's go ahead and slide that out on here, then Trainer Mail, see what we find. Nest Ball's not the worst, I suppose. I could also just grab like a Fighting Fury Belt here. I kinda wanna grab Nest Ball to get the other Darkrai going on my bench, though. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and grab the other Darkrai-EX that says any of my Pokemon that have Dark Energy attached to them have a free retreat cost. And then I'm going to go ahead and Escape Rope here to swap this Darkrai to my bench for my Salamence. And the reason why I'm doing this is because if I hit an Elixir or a Dark Patch I can set up, I want to put energies onto here. Man, this hand is really bad. We'll put this here, and I'll put a second Darkrai out on my bench, but I think we're just going to pass the turn now, honestly. Yeah, that was, no Elixirs and no Elixirs and no Dark Patches played on the first turn of the game feels pretty terrible. Hey, Trax, Immortal. There we go. Alright. I don't know why that widget stopped working, but it's there now. Okay, let's see what my opponent's doing. Sorry about that. Alright, so they're setting up a Hoopa here. They're playing Rainbow Road, actually. So yeah, Salamence is probably going to be pretty decent. Unless they can get a Unless they can get a what's it called active. Okay, so they have Jolteon in their deck. That's good to know. So this Hydreigon is probably going to be worth setting up. They'll Shaymin up here a little bit. Jolteon locks itself out of taking damage for basic Pokemon attacks, so unless my opponent can set up a Xeranas and kill this turn, this is going to start KOing their stuff because they've got 5 EXs out already. Yeah, I want to do that, Ryan. It's better with Nest Ball. They did, Dwarf. Thank you. Yep, there's the Xeranas. The Orangutan draws up to 3 cards, right? I probably want to split on them. I think I only have 1 Shaymin in the deck right now, actually, so splitting them seems okay. I definitely want to get this going because of the Jolteon, so I'm just gonna... Or they're gonna concede because they don't have anything else going on, sure. Yeah, I believe I cut down to one Shaymin in here, so... Yeah, there's only 1 Shaymin in here, so maybe an Orangutan is not a bad idea. I guess I can go look if there's any on the trade thing. Let's see if people have any listed. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any listed. Oh, Oranguru. Do I want to pay 2 Roaring Skies packs for this? I have them, obviously, but, like, do we think that's worth it? Ryan, thoughts? This also gives me a non-EX attacker, which is kind of good. You can't Dark Patch onto it, but this is probably fine. This is almost certainly high. Do we think it's too high? That's fine. Let's keep playing how we are for now. Yeah, I know, right? It's just like I look at that and like I know that like 2 Sun and Moon packs is like considered expensive for this game, but if like I think about it, like that was an expensive new card, and like, you know, I paid what, 80 cents a piece for Sun and Moon packs, so like it's $1.60 for the digital card. Like that's way cheaper than most things. This was a fantastic first draw here. This lets me ditch this and this, which lets me get my hand low for the Shaymin. I'm going to go ahead and get a Dragon Pokemon going here. I probably don't mind setting up Hydreigon in case they're a Carbink deck. If you want to open some packs for me, Dwarf, and ship me one, I would not say no to that. I would like to try one. I like how I just like keep having the 1 Shaymin in the deck in my opening hand. Hey, and here's some Nest Balls. Yeah, let's get these going. I'm gonna grab a Darkrai, and I like having two of this Darkrai-EX going. This is our main attacker. It does 20 damage plus 20 more for each Dark Energy on all of our Pokemon. And then we can go get this other Darkrai that lets us retreat. If you want to find me an Orangutan, I would not say no. I think I just want to end here as opposed to playing the Giratina out on my bench. I feel like there's a world that exists where I want to put Salamence on my bench. I have a Dark Energy in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do this in case we find a patch, which we did. So patch lets me get some energies going here. Okay, just doesn't... Well, I mean, we did have a good start there. Ooh, we got a chest. Working our way towards some Max Elixirs here. Hey, good morning to folks. Afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for hanging out here this afternoon. We battle some Pokemon TCGO. Game is real loud. Okay. Thank you for that. I enabled game. I've had game sounds off previously, so the one Shaymin in our opening hand for the 3 out of 3 times today. Double colorless, life dew. Okay, so this is the Magikarp Gyarados deck. So against this deck, we want to get Giratina going ASAP because Giratina locks them out of playing double colorless energies, which are their special energy that they use. My opponent had to mulligan, so we get to draw an extra card here. Nest Ball is great. Alright, Mr. Mime, prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon. Sure. So let's start on a Nest Ball here. Okay, maybe this isn't. Oh, and my Giratina is prized anyways. Okay, Do I want to get a dragon with this, or do I want to get another Darkrai so I can elixir onto it? I think I want to get another Darkrai so I can elixir onto it. Let's go ahead and do this. Sweet, we hit. So elixir looks at the top 6 cards of our deck and then grabs an energy and puts it on one of our bench Pokemon. Let's put a Fury Belt here, a Fury Belt here. Playing out tools aggressively like this is a little bit less good and expanded because of things like Tool Scrapper, but I want to draw extra cards with my Shaymin. Yeah, I don't think I mind trainer mailing here. Do I want a VS Seeker? So this is, again, one of those interesting decisions that Pokemon has. This lets me get a trainer out of the top 4 cards of my deck, but I don't actually want to take this VS Seeker because I'm pretty likely to Sycamore this turn. And if I Sycamore, I don't want to discard the VS Seeker because it's a good tool to have in my deck later on. So I'm just going to hit done and not take anything here. Computer Search N. Do I want to search for anything? I guess I could, like, go grab another elixir. But, like, I'd have to discard, like, Lysandre Ultra Ball, I guess. That's probably fine. Yeah, let's do that. And then I can slide this Salamence out on my bench. So I'm going to do this and bin these 2. And I don't have any dark energies in my discard pile, but I would like to accelerate with this. And we missed. There's no dark energies in the top 6 cards of our deck, so we just shuffle it up. Play the Salamence, play the Sycamore to draw 7. There's all our dark energies. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on, slide this on out here, and then I think I'm going to put a dark energy on here for now, just kind of spread them out, and then pass the turn. Yep. Yeah, Skyrim's been kind of fun. It's been a long time since I've played like an actual non-card game video game. Alright, so they're a Lugia deck. Sure. Hex Maniac, Pokemon don't have abilities this turn. Well, this is going to be... That's probably not going to be very good for them. Do I have an N in here? I don't have an N in here. They didn't have an energy. So even if I had an N, I don't know that I'd want to use one. I don't... Oh, and they Tool Scrapered me, didn't they? Startling Megahorn? Yep. I mean, all Pokemon decks have a good deal of shuffling in them. So this attack does 20 more for each Dark Energy in all of our Pokemon. So we've got 1, 2, 3, so it's sitting for 80 right now. This only has 170, so like next turn I have another one of these. So I could just Sycamore here, but I think I'd rather Verse Seeker the Lysandre rather than Escape Rope. Just get this going. Oh, and it's 90 actually because of this Reverse Valley here. It's possible I'm just supposed to, like, rope and then whatever, but... Okay, they have a rope of their own. Put this one up just in case they have another Hex Maniac to play to turn off my retreat. Yep, there's Verse Seeker for Hex Maniac, sure. They just got nothing going on here. Play rope of our own. I wouldn't be surprised if they concede here, honestly. It's a decent hand. Let's Trainer Mail before we Elixir because the deck thinning is often relevant. Grab a Fury Belt here. Slide this out onto here. And I think I'm going to Ultra Ball here and grab something else up. Again, it thins a Pokemon out of my deck, which is nice. Another Darkrai. I actually kind of don't mind having a backup dragon. I already have 2 Darkrays going, so like getting another one is fine. And we bricked on the Elixir, but that's fine. We're still going to knock this guy out. Yep. It looks like the level of innovation on the Pro Tour this weekend is exactly 0. It was mostly decks that we all knew were decks and expected coming into this weekend, so... Okay, Ultra Ball's a good pickup. This is almost certainly a Shaymin, right? It would be pretty impressive if my opponent was able to win the game from here, but, you know, stranger things. You think there's still room for innovation in the current format, or this is just the state? I don't know. I mean, I feel like if a lot of really smart people, like, prepared a lot for this event, and if, so this is a Gyarados deck? It's like a weird Gyarados deck that's got Lugia in it? I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. And then, yeah, this is just dead if I attack it, right? I feel like I should knock out the Remoraid here. Like, I could basically just mow down their squad at my leisure. And I think I want to kill the Remoraid because if they can evolve this, they can start drawing cards every turn with the Abyssal hand. Yeah. Get that! Get some free constructed playable cards. Look at that. That's so weird. We got 2 constructed playable cards for free. What a neat system. So, the thing you want to take note about the copycat decks that are doing well that aren't doing well at the PT this weekend is that everyone that they talked to that was playing Mardu aggro cited a good copycat matchup as a reason to play Mardu, so Also, how's the game audio versus my microphone now? Is it better since I turned it down? Oh, that's my one Shaymin, which feels bad. I cut down to 1 because I wanted to reduce the amount of times I just have this in my opener as my starter. So what are we doing to start here? We're almost certainly going to Sycamore here. The question is, what are we doing up until we Sycamore? So this is a Seismitoad deck that locks us out of playing items. So we're going to want to do as many items as we can this turn. So we're going to lead on Ultra Ball. Probably Ultra Ball, Ditch, Rope, and Sycamore. Yeah, this hand's not stellar. I wonder if we want to lead on Salamence as opposed to a Darkrai here. I only have one Darkrai in the deck, things worth noting. Not watching the Pro Chart? Nah, I don't really have any vested interest in Standard right now. Alright, at least we hit on our Elixir, glass half full. Can VS Seeker here and grab the Sycamore back. Feels bad to bin the search, but it is what it is. Alright, do we put any energies in here yet? We did not, which does not feel great. Definitely want to Verse Seeker now for the Sycamore, because Seismitoad can lock us out of playing items next turn, potentially. So let's do this, and get some Max Elixirs going here. Put this here. Play this out. Missing on that is real bad for us. Oh, I hadn't actually played energy yet this turn. Do I want to put an energy on here? I almost feel like I do. Yeah, I'm going to put one on the Shaymin for now. Because that means if I hit a DDE for this, I can retreat it and do this. So we had an okay first turn. They chose to get nothing with Trainer Mail. Oh, that's bad for us if they put us to sleep. Okay, sweet. Not asleep, so I can retreat. Yep, there's the Quaking Punch. Still 30 and locks me out of items. That's why we played the Versus Seeker for the Sycamore advance, though. He is real good at his trade noises, that's for sure. DDE. Yay, DDE. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this out on here, and then retreat this for this, and then hit you for 170, I believe, which is shy of knocking you out, but still pretty good. What does this do? Does 10 more damage reach damage counter on this Pokemon? I am in fact one and the same. We do not have a particularly common name. Oh, that's bad for us. I knocked our DDE off. Good news is this has a free retreat cost because of this. So if we hit a DDE or a Dark Dex turn on this Sycamore or this N, we can knock this out. Hydreigon allows you to get around cards like now the interesting question here is, do I Sycamore and bin some cards I might want later, or do I N and give my opponent +2 cards? My opponent didn't play a supporter last turn, right? No, yeah. So I think I want to Sycamore because not only does it give me one more card, but it my opponent's hand does not seem great. And then we hit into this. Wow, that's bad. Okay, well, you know, them's the beats sometimes. What's up, bud? You want to come sit on Dad's lap? Dad loves his oldest toddler. How you doing? Oh, you need... Alright, well, there's the dark energy we needed. Sweet. So let's go ahead and slide this out onto And this is still going to be lethal, right? So if I put this... On half a second. So if I put the Dark Energy on my Darkrai, he's going to hit for 80, which is enough to knock this out. And again, I feel like I don't want to end because my opponent just doesn't have anything going on. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and retreat this for this. And just pulse. And knock his guy out. And grab 2 prizes. I feel kind of bad not having used a supporter this turn, but I think this is still ideal. Okay, and there is a Dark Energy in here, so we can patch that back onto this next turn. Outrage does 10 more for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So that's 180. Let's start by doing this. Yep. And then let's go ahead and Dark Patch here onto this. And then what do I want to do next here? So this is currently hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to get another Darkrai going on my bench here. I think I'm going to Trainer Mail to start and see what we find. Another Sycamore. 18 cards left in my deck. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. A double dragon would be 5, 6. That's 120, 140. I really want to knock this out in one hit, ideally. Because Outrage is going to hit like a truck on the way back if I don't. I think I'd rather just N here, though, honestly. Although N is going to give him 6 cards. Yeah, I guess I need the Sycamore. Do I want to swap this out for now? I think I might want to swap this out for now to something else. Can rope out to this Darkrai. Although I suppose I could rope out to this. Oh, actually, I could rope out to this and then retreat back to this and knock this out in one hit. That doesn't seem awful. Let's Ultra Ball and see what's in my deck here really quick before I decide if I want to Sycamore and got a bunch of double dragons. I got 17 cards in here. Yeah, it's probably worth Sycamoring here. So let's go ahead and put this on here. And then again, I could Trainer Mail into my last Elixir, but I think I'm just going to wait on that. I'm going to retreat this back for now and then knock this dork out. So we're doing 130 right now. To grab 2 prizes because we knocked out an EX Pokemon. Fighting Fairy Belt's actually pretty good here. So like we're looking to dodge getting end essentially so they don't take away all of our cards. Well, even if they take away all of our cards, honestly, we're probably in an okay spot. Ooh, that does... That hits for 150. Okay. They have to discard 2 energies attached to this. Okay, so they get 2 prizes off of that. I get to go ahead and slide... I think I'll put this out as my active for now. It doesn't die to Giga Frost. I can Lysandre up this one. That seems pretty good. This makes extra poison. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Reverse Valley out here. I don't think there's anything left in my deck for this to find. No. Yep. Bunch of DDEs in there. Certainly putting an energy on here. Putting a Fighting Fury Belt on here. This can retreat for free because of this Darkrai. I'm going to Lysandre up this guy, and then I'm going to retreat this for this, and this is sitting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 80, 100, 120 here. So we got Dark Energies in here now, right? Yeah, I'm going to Trainer Mail because I could hit Elixir or Patch, and Patch is guaranteed energy, so let's grab that one. So we'll go ahead and we'll patch onto this Darkrai-EX. And now we hit for 160, I believe. 140, sure. But still, we have this Verse Seeker to grab the Lysandre back out of our discard pile, which feels good. So even if he's able to swap this back, we can Verse Seeker the Lysandre and Lysandre this back up. It would have been much better if we could have done 160 there, because if we would have been able to hit for 160, we would have been able to finish this off with the 30 damage from this Darkrai's Night Spear. Shaymin, Keldeo. We're probably going to see a Keldeo and Floatstone set up here, which again is fine so long as we don't get End, since we've got this Verse Seeker. What's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is he's able to knock this out somehow, and we miss on drawing like Double Dragon. The Salamence attacks are going to be lethal on everything now, since he's finally going wider with the EX Pokemon. So, like, my opponent's gameplay has been warped this entire game based on the fact that I have the Salamence, because they can't just go wide with Hoopa EX like they want to a lot of the time. This card lets them find other EXs out of their discard out of their deck. Glaceon here takes damage from doesn't take damage from evolutions. Choo choo, indeed. Okay, there's poison. And we're asleep. Okay, do I have... All of my ropes are gone, so I'm going to need to flip heads on this. That could be their way out, for sure. I only have 2 ropes in the deck because we have this Darkrai as a way to switch. And honestly, there might be enough Hypnotic Lasers in this format that I just, like, want another rope or switch in this deck, possibly. That's very, very possible. Definitely something I've thought about. No Pokemon Center Lady. I'm not playing a Pokemon Center Lady. Alright, let's flip heads. Win the game. Tails. Swamp Womp. We continue playing. I can put this on here, and then, unfortunately, this can't do anything, so... Pass the turn. The good news is, since we hit the DDE there, on top of this being lethal, this is also going to be lethal, so even if this gets knocked out, we're fine with that. There's a hammer. You know, I probably should have Verse Seekered the Lysandre back up last turn in case they get this and start attacking with it. That's probably what should have happened. Although I guess they're probably not going to attack with this since it's so low on hit points. There's a stability issue. That said, I guess I'd rather be able to play the Versus ladder than play nothing, though, so we got that going for us. So we are a coin flip away from winning this game. Our poor little Darkrai is asleep, and he's flipped tails the last few times here now, so... You can get your retreat for free here. Are we going to hit me with the Shaymin Sky Return? Yep, okay. Thankfully, this Darkrai is a tank. He's got 220 hit points, so... We continue to sit here and flip tails and die a horrible death from poison. Oh, God. Awesome, Dwarf. My username's there in the corner. It's, I'll message it to you. We're gonna end me. Okay, sure. Wow, the hand must be really bad to want to trade it for 4 cards. We get 2 cards back because we only have 2 prizes. Come on, flip heads. God bless. Versus Seeker. Double Dragon Energy. That'll do, pig. That's the game, ladies and gentlemen. Beastly Fang. 260. Hump! 270. Forgive me, I had a Fighting Fury belt. Alrighty. Request. Added you. Added back, homebrewed. We're gonna get an orangutan here real quick. Add it to the deck and see how that feels. This card seems super reasonable. Especially with Nest Ball, like, wanting to go down to 1 Shaymin anyways. I also like that it gives us a non-EX attacker, which seems very, very good. The attack on it also isn't irrelevant. Morning, afternoon, Tron Dragon. Do I want another... Yes. My trade is complete. Thank you, Dwarf. Alright, let's edit this bad boy. There's a monkey. Oranguru. So this is... It's still weak to fighting, which kind of feels bad, but just 20 more times the amount of damage equal to energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So, like, this thing's reasonable, and, like, its instructability here, draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand once per turn. That seems super reasonable. Sure. Oh, it's even foil. Look at that. So, I don't think I want to cut a basic. The one thing that's really sweet about this card, too, is you don't feel bad when it's your starting Pokemon, because, like, its ability isn't a setup ability. I don't know what I want to cut. I kind of want another switch in here. I wonder if I should just have, like, an Olympia in here, honestly. Because then, like, my Verse Seekers can be switches some of the time. It's more health than Shaymin, and it's not an EX. Like, not being an EX Pokemon is huge. I've only got 9 supporters in here right now, so it's very possible I could support an Olympia. I also wonder, part of me wonders, like, is there, like, a next level where, like, I just don't play? So AZ discards the energies attached to it, Ryan, which really doesn't feel good. And, like, with only having 1 Shaymin and, like, not being a Hoopa or Shaymin deck, really, I don't think AZ is as powerful than Olympia. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Olympia in the context of this deck than that. There's so many tool scrapers in every deck in this game. I wonder if I just, like, don't want these Fighting Fury belts. I wonder if that's crazy, if I just, like, try the deck without them. Like, that gives me 1 slot for that, and then I could play, like, an Olympia, and I could play something else. So a 10th supporter isn't awful. So I'm gonna try an Olympia as a 10th supporter, and I'm gonna try and go Fury Beltless. I wouldn't mind having another stadium. Maybe there's a different off non-Reverse Valley stadium. A Miser Parallel City might not be the worst. I also just, like, go up to the 4th Trainer Mail or another Nest Ball. Another trainer mail might not be the worst. Like, having more access to elixirs and stuff like that seems fine. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to go up a trainer mail for now. See how this feels. I think this is my leading deck for... I think this is my leading deck for when I want to play at the regional next month. I ordered Dark Patches and the other Darkrai-EX I was missing. Saying super reasonable. We're going to lead on the Giratina because if we hit Dark Patches or Elixirs, I want to load up the Darkrai. Was I on the draw? I think I'm on the draw. I'm going to play these out either way. It doesn't really hurt. Because if we're on the draw, we want them out in case we get end. We are on the play. Alright, so let's lead on Nest Ball here. I might grab the Orangutan, obviously. Clearly prized. Excuse me. Not grabbing it, clearly prized. N versus Sycamoring. Huh. I think I'd rather just Sycamore here, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna say done and then Valley Sycamore. This hand is not great. We'll put this on here, and then we'll go ahead and Elixir and miss. Ooh, we hit. We're pretty likely to miss there. I'm going to go ahead and retreat this because it takes double from this, and the Rainbow Road deck and Expanded can often attack on the first turn of the game. So one thing we need to keep in mind is that Xeranes is resistant to dark attacks. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3 energy sorting for 60, 80, 90, but we're only hitting for 70 because this is resistant. One thing that's not awful about having dark energies in my hand here is that next turn I can slide this out here and then Sycamore and put some of these in my bin. So that means my dark patches are going to be live when I hit them. There's some Shaymins if people are looking. Yeah, I'm excited. There's 2 regionals within driving distance of me in the first half of this year. The first one's actually a month from today, March 4th. So looking forward to playing that. I played a smaller League Cup tournament, and that was enjoyable. Went 4-2 for 9th place. Didn't win any relevant prizes. Still had fun. It's a new Ultra Ball. Oh, my opponent's taking their turn. I would just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your Saturday here with us while we battle some Pokemon TCG. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a professional gamer of sorts, and here on this channel I play all sorts of card games and video games. And if you're enjoying the content, you're new to the channel, I'd encourage you to show a little bit of support by using the follow function there on screen. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps other people find my content. If you are really enjoying the content and you're new, the best way you could show additional support is by using that subscribe function there on Twitch. It costs $4.99 per month, and it helps other people find the channel as well as support myself financially, as well as the Twitch infrastructure that we all use every day. I also have a Patreon page set up if you prefer to do that as opposed to Twitch subscriptions. And also on the left side of the screen there, we have the Super Rodcast logo. They are one of the stream sponsors for the Pokemon portion. They're a competitive-focused Pokemon TCG podcast that you could find on SoundCloud and iTunes and Twitter and Facebook. So if you're interested in stepping up your Pokemon game, you should definitely give them a search and a listen. Alright, so Jolteon-EX here can prevent damage from basic Pokemon, which all we have are basics, but thankfully Hydreion's Shred ability here says this attack isn't affected by effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, so Hydreion is a way for us to get around things like Jolteon. There's the Sky Bench. So yep, if they hit a Ho-Oh and an energy switch here, they have a Ho-Oh already, so this is probably going to be like more, it depends if they have an energy switch or not, basically. The deck my opponent's playing is actually one of the other decks that I really like playing in this format. There's a number of videos of me playing this on my YouTube channel, which I forgot to mention we were plugging there. My YouTube channel is linked in the stream information. I archive all of my stuff there. I have no music or anything like that playing, so you can get the full audio on those and catch anything you might have missed. So if you enjoy this Dark Dragons deck and want to see some more of it, you could definitely check that out there. Alright, so energy switch away from knocking us out most likely here. They've got this attack does 10 plus 30 more for each different type of Pokemon on your bench, and they currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of Pokemon on their bench. So this is currently hitting for 160, so they just need one more type, and that's what Hoopa does, gets them one more type. So if they hit an energy switch, we are going to be dead here. No, our Darkrai is going to be dead at the very least. So I probably wouldn't mind getting a Salamence going here. That does damage based on the number of EX Pokemon my opponent has, and my opponent currently has a lot of EX Pokemon. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a Salamence would be hitting for 6 times 50 is 310 points of damage. Ooh, we don't have an energy switch. Okay. Well, that's good for us. So I think I want to just put this on here and then Sycamore and hope to find a... Alright, hitting Lysandre actually doesn't feel too good because I can't really do anything with it yet. Do I want to patch is the question, probably. You plan on playing Pokemon events at Gen Con? It depends on what they have. My wife and I mostly go to Gen Con to play board games, so it'll definitely be, it's a solid firm maybe. So if they have a Fairy Energy in their hand, which they're likely to have, this can one-hit KO my Darkrai next turn. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies only right now. So I think I actually want to make this a little bit more complicated for them, and I'm going to go ahead and slide up my Hydreigon and pass the turn here, rather than leave my Darkrai, that's my only attacker, up. This way they need, like, Fairy Energy plus Float Stone plus Lysandre, which is a lot of moving pieces. So oftentimes the road decks only have room to play one Lysandre, so not super likely that they have it. And there's a Corliss, so we're not getting Lysandre this turn. Multiple Corliss is interesting. So they just drew 11 cards. That draws cards based on the number of Pokemon on each player's bench. So energy switch, sure. And they can't Lysandre us this turn, so... they've got a second one ready to go. Okay. I really would like to get a... Do I have an N in here? I do. So our next turn is likely going to be... This is almost certainly going to die to this Xeranos this turn. Our next turn is likely going to be slide DDE out on the Giratina and then Verse Seeker for N, because they're going to go down to 4 prizes here, so... Yeah, for casual 440U. I'd love to just draw a Salamence. Dark Patch, alright, that's decent. Let's go ahead and do that. I suppose I could wait on playing the DDE out, since I really want to try and find a Salamence with this N. I don't hate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 energies, which means I'm hitting for 140, minus 20 from resistance is 120. So this is lethal even if I don't have this DDE. So yeah, I think I'm going to hold my energy drop for the turn to try and get a Salamence set up here. So this shuffles both of our hands back into our deck. We draw cards equal amount of prizes. So they're going to get 4 cards and we're going to get 6. Alright, Ultra Ball here's a good hit, so we get to go ahead and do that and ditch these 2. and grab... Huh. Ooh, something worth noting. My other Reverse Valley is not in here. So... We can't count on drawing into that. We gotta get out of the prizes. Let's put Salamence out here, put DDE on him, and then go ahead and hit for 160 total, I believe. Yep. And then I don't think we usually don't need to play around a Delinquent out of the deck my opponent's playing, so. Do I have a Lysandre in my bin here? I do not, so that's something worth noting. These Verse Seekers do not get Lysandre currently. Opponent's deck actually doesn't have a ton of fairy energies in it, but it's likely got a pile of energy switches, so they're probably going to Ho-Oh back up, and then Ho-Oh, once per turn, they can flip a coin, and if they get heads, they return it to their bench with 3 different energy types attached to it, so they've got a fairy, a lightning, and a dark in their discard pile right now. So if they flip coins on a Ho-Oh, it's going to come back with 3 energies, and then if they have a switch, they can switch over to the Sereness and then start attacking with that, which is lethal on here, but thankfully I only need to hit one dark energy in order to start cracking back with the Salamence for just tons of damage. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 EXs currently. If they bring another Ho-Oh back, that's 7, so this thing is just like one-shotting everything. Nope, they'd only be 25%. They've only got 2 Ho-Ohs in here, Ryan. I should message them and ask if they wanna get matching Ho-Ohs with me. Escape Rope. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7, 8. Team 12.5% make jerseys, right? Almost certainly patching here. If we had a Lysandre, the game would basically be over. I'm kind of surprised they didn't switch this out for something else. So I can Verse Seeker here if I want and get... and like N, but they really didn't do anything on their turn, so I'm not sure that I want to end their hand away. I'm hitting for lethal right now, so maybe I just want to like pick my prizes up. Yeah, I think I just want to kill their guy. Like, there could be merit to Sycamoring there, like just like Verse Seeker Sycamore, but I don't know. Wouldn't fault anyone for Verse Seekering Sycamore there. It's very possible I'm supposed to do that just to, like, set up the potential Lysandre for next turn. Really kind of surprised they left their... What does that do? Paint Roller. Huh. That's really interesting. I kind of like that. Okay, so they got to discard guys off their bench here, which I'm kind of surprised they're not binning EXs here. I get Execute can return to their hand, but, like, you'd think you'd want to make this Salamence worse. Oh, okay, they're just putting it back out again. Yeah, I probably should have Sycamored. I think I've come to the conclusion that I should have ditched the rope and this other VS Seeker to Sycamore last turn. Just like pick up 7 new cards. Their last card, a Shaymin. Hidden Ball Trick. Sure, cute. Okay, they have an energy switch. They're going to get to knock us out. Yep. It's unfortunate. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, do they not have enough for lethal? No, that can't be right. 1, so that's 4. Yeah, do they only have 5 different types on their bench? Because they've got 2 of these and 2 of these. So this actually isn't a lethal attack on this? And they played a supporter, so they can't Lysandre me. Huh. Right? Because this is 2 between these 2, 3, 4. No, it's 6, right? 6 is, yeah, this is 190. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm dumb. Ignore me. And my other Reverse Valley is in my prizes, which is unfortunate. Nest Ball, get this out. A scale of 1 to dead here. I feel like we're sliding thoroughly towards the dead side of the scale. I think I'm going to rope so this Shaymin can draw extra cards. This lets them switch to something other than this, so this was bad. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done this. Yeah, that was loose, because now they can put this down and then it's guaranteed to get to attack next turn for a lot. Okay, this was a mistake. Although I guess I could hit the Lysandre, but then like I have to use my supporter on a Lysandre. Oh, I guess I don't have to knock this out. Huh, interesting. Put this on here. Gonna put this out here. Not having Fighting Fury Belts is costing me here. So I cut Fighting Fury Belt from the deck, and it's definitely costing us here. Yeah, I don't know that I have good... Oh, you know what? I guess I can Night Spear. Like hit this, maybe? Yeah, good chance we lose the game this turn. Good chance we lose the game this turn. It's also possible I should just end and like put them down to 2 cards in hand. Also a very real possibility. Instead of Sycamoring up, just like verse Seeker to end. Yeah, good games, opponent. Going to put at least 1 belt back in the deck here. Lack of belts is definitely a problem there. So Fighting Fury Belt gives one of our guys plus 40 hit points and plus 10 damage. I'm gonna cut a Trainer Mail again and put this back in. Can I fit a second one? Let's try this. Sure. We only have basic Pokemon, Hawk. Fighting Fury Belt with EXs is almost kind of silly. Alright. There's the Oranguru. Let's put this out here. Put this out on our bench. Hopefully this finds an Ultra Ball so we can ditch this Dark Energy. Or a Computer Search. Having patches in our hand without... Some of these decks play some amount of Battle Compressor to make patch a little bit more consistent. And I haven't been playing Compressor, but maybe I should be, honestly. Make patch marginally more consistent. Are there any other trainers that allow you to discard cards out of your hand? Ultra Ball, that's exactly what we wanted, actually. So, yeah, let's go ahead and Ultra Ball, discard, patch, and this Dark Energy, and go get... Probably just go get Shaymin here. Although I suppose I suppose I could get a dragon, and then I can just draw... Yeah, actually, I'm going to get Giratina here, and I can draw 3 with this after I empty my hand. Slide this out. Elixir, miss. Elixir, come on. There we go. Hit. Put that dark on here. Let's go ahead and do this. Grab that, put it on here. Okay, and we hit an N. So do I want to play this, or do I just want to draw 6 is the question. I could hit DDE. Yeah, I think I just want to leave this in my deck for now. So I can put this out, and I can put this on here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put this on here and then pass the turn. I could put a dark on here and then retreat this, but I feel like they're just going to play out a second bench Pokemon here and, like, Sky Return this anyway, so, like, why put the damage on my Darkrai? My Salamence was prized, so it's looking like Salamence is the card we're going to want in this matchup, so if we hit that, we'll probably start powering it up. Misty's Determination. I don't even know what this card does. Discard a card from your hand. If you do, put one of them into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. That... Why is this card good? Oh, Misty's Determination is another way to discard. Got it. This doesn't seem very good, though. I guess I should say non-supporter. When you were answering my question that this person happened to be playing the card. That does not seem very good for a supporter. I think I'd rather just, like, play another Skyla before I did this. And we're sleeping. Alright, and need to hit heads here on this coin flip so we don't lose this guy and so we can attack this turn. Coin flip says, God, we have been really unlucky with the coin flips today. So I can't retreat while I'm sleeping, so... Oh... Put that there. I can't use his ability either, can I? I think I can use the ability. I can use the ability. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and Lysandre this just to get another card out of our hand. Bad dig through time. It's awful. I guess we get an escape rope on this. Reverse Seeker. Nope, none of those are very useful. I don't think I need to play this Hydrain out, so yeah, I'm just going to pass the turn. This is dead just to poison. Which doesn't feel good, but it is what it is. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energies, so this is currently hitting for 120, 140, 150. This will be 170, which is lethal for both of these things. Yep, links are enabled in chat. The chat rules are act like an adult, be treated like an adult, act like a child, be treated like a child. Okay, so Muscle Band on there means it's not going to get Fighting Fury belted, so this Darkrai is almost certainly going to be lethal. We have this Verse Seeker to end next turn. Ugh. Don't count your chickens, ladies and gentlemen. Don't count your chickens. That feels bad. Well, any energy lets us knock this out. I like those rules. Yep. As somebody who has children, you know. This is the fair, safe way to play Pokemon. This deck we're playing right now is super fair. Reveal a Pokemon for your head, put it atop your deck. If you do, search your deck, and then shuffle your hand. Sure. Alright, lots of good draws here. Even energies are good draws. Hey-yo. I say hey-yo. Knock your ass out. We gonna go home. Boo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Collect my prizes and it's okay. Yeah, eBay and other stuff. Actually, so what does this do? If your opponent has a special condition, it does plus 70. We're gonna get to knock this guy out though if he doesn't have a way to put this asleep or take it down or something. I guess sleep poison. This puts me to sleep. So if I flip heads here, I kill this guy. You know, he has to hit heads and I have to hit heads. God damn it! What a tilt! Coin flip mechanics are so tilting. Alright, so what am I doing here? We're definitely playing this out. Already played an energy for the turn. How many escape ropes are in my deck? Still 2. Okay, so almost certainly Sycamoring here. Yeah, so let's play the Reverse Valley out. We like the new layout. I meant to ask if what people think of this as opposed to my old one. The old one had a lot of dead space in it. So I think this is better. Do I want to grab this last Darkrai out of my deck? Yeah, I guess I don't really want to draw it. So let's do that, and then Sycamore here. 7 fresh ones coming. Hopefully we hit a rope and 2 energies for this. Well, there's a rope. This could be more energies. Patch, Elixir. Do I have a dark in here? I do have a dark in here. All right, let's hit with this Elixir and then knock one of his guys out. Well, we bricked because we're a professional at that. Oh wait, I can rope and then retreat. This is fine. This is fine. So rope, we're not going to get to knock out his guy with his energies on it, but we are going to get to knock out another one of their Pokemon. So this is fine. Actually, this is a retreat cost of 1. I could actually put... Oh, this was loose. Yeah, screw it. We'll just put this up, and then we'll patch onto... I might have wanted to patch onto here, honestly. But getting this other Darkrai going is not the worst either. Let's go ahead and knock you out. Collect our 2 prizes. Kind of strange that he put that up instead of putting the Shaymin up. If we get End next turn, if we get End and he knocks us out, we might be in trouble, but we're in a pretty good spot otherwise. Yay! Dead. I want to put the deck up here really quick. I need to run and change a diaper real fast. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. We're going to play Pokemon for another hour or so, so don't go anywhere. I appreciate everyone choosing to spend part of their Saturday here with us. We battle with the Dark Dragons here with some Sun and Moon cards inside. We got an Oranguru and some other stuff going on. So I'll go ahead and throw the deck up here in this nice mode, and then I'll be right back. If you have any suggestions, feel free to post them in chat. Looking to improve. I'm pretty sure I'm playing some iteration of this deck at regionals next month, so would like to make it the best it can be. Yeah, so when Sun and Moon cards come down in price, we'll probably try some new things. I think there's probably an Espeon Umbreon deck that could exist in at least standard, maybe expanded. But this deck seems we're trying an Oranguru in here, and a couple of Nest Balls have been pretty good too. So I've got a Shaymin Oranguru split here, and then the only thing I mentioned this during the last game. One thing, Dark Patch. Occasionally we have a hard time getting extra Dark Energies into our discard pile, only having the Computer Search and the 4 Ultra Balls as ways to discard. So I might want like one more way in here. The draw 2/2. I don't think I want that in this expanded build, Ryan. I don't think I want that in the expanded build. An extra way to discard cards that I could get into here is this. The ends have been kind of medium. I know I want at least one, obviously, but like they're worse than Sycamore a lot of the time in this deck, I think. Let's try splitting the N with a Skyla, because Skyla basically gives us access to more Ultra Balls and more computer searches. And I play 2 Skylas in the standard build, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm planning to play it in the standard configuration of Dragons, Ryan, but I don't think I want it in the expanded. I just got too many slots for other things. Oh, you can play 8 professors in expanded? I don't know why I didn't think of that. We could play 8 professors in expanded, can't we? Huh. That's probably better than playing Skyla. Probably a Mega Mewtwo deck. And this hand, again, doesn't have ways to enable this Dark Patch. No, you can't? That was a joke? Okay, why? Can you explain to me the rules why you can't? There's a special rule outside of you can't just have 4 of the same thing. You also can't play like double up on things like that. The special psychic do? Their retreat cost is 2 less. Sure. So we drew a Dark Patch. What am I doing here? I think we're... So if I Ultra Ball, ditch these 2, get a Pokemon. What does this do? Psychic attacks cost unless I'm Ultra Balling, binning these 2 for certain, and getting a Pokemon here. My Oranguru is in here. I think... I want to get another Darkrai with this, and then I can patch onto this Darkrai, and then this search can grab an Oranguru, and like draw. So I could patch onto here, and then go get the Oranguru, and then draw 3. That's a little aggressive. I might not have a supporter to play. I could also just like go get a Sycamore with this, but that seems... Oh, I could patch and then just go get Sycamore? That seems better. Yeah, let's do that. So one of our Sycamores is prized, things to note. Oh, jeez. Wow, that's bad. Yeah. I guess I'm just passing the turn here. Things that don't feel good. was hoping to find like a dragon or another dark energy to play in here. Delinquent me, sure. I have a Sycamore in my hand, so it's not a big deal. The rest of my hand was probably getting discarded to the Sycamore anyways. Okay, their hand is not particularly good either, so that's nice. Pokemon. Elixir, fine. Sweet. Get that going. Draw 7. Okay, sweet. Now we're cooking with some gas here. I'm going to go ahead and Trainer Mail before I make a decision with this Nest Ball. Skyla. So I already played a supporter this turn, so let's grab this. Only have one dark in here. Yes, only one of these patches can get played out. I'm going to Nest Ball for Giratina because it doesn't take damage from Megas in case they're playing Mega Mewtwo. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, you know what? I haven't played an energy yet. I should have gotten the other. I should have gotten this Darkrai-EX. I think that's what should have happened there. Patch. And then I can play this on. I'm just going to put this on here for now. Play this. And this can draw me a card, which is nice. Oh, jeez. God, look how punished I was. If I would have put the energy on here, I could have attacked. I have 3. Oh, you know what? I also really didn't want to put another energy on here because this does damage based on the energy attached to you. No, that's the Mega that does it based on both. Yeah, I would have gotten to hit for 121. I would have hit this for 130 this turn if I would have put this energy on here instead of Giratina. Feels bad. Pokemon.com has like lists of some regionals and stuff on there, but that's about it really. It's kind of hard to find data. Alright, so they've got one that prevents damage. It's taking from EX Pokemon. So we've got this Oranguru that can attack that, and then we've got the what's his name in our deck. So let's go ahead and go get what's his name. Salamence is in here. Or Hydreigon, sorry. Another Fighting Fury Belt in here? It is, sweet. So we'll grab Hydreigon. We'll use this guy to draw us 3 cards. He's already punching the clock and going to work here. He's drawn us 4 cards so far this game. Put a DDE on here, and now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 140, 160. This is 170. So yeah, let's go ahead and rope here. And then this is going to get switched out, and then we'll get to Darkrai and kill one of their Mewtwo's. I think I'm just going to play the Reverse Valley out here just to get it out of my hand. This could be wrong. Like, leaves me open to a Delinquent. Maybe I'm not supposed to expose these cards I'm getting from my prizes to a Delinquent. Dark Energy is decent. It's going to let me attack with this Hydreigon starting next turn. What does this do? Each player shuffles their hand to their deck and draws 4 cards. That card seems unplayable compared to the other tools that we have in this game. Thank you. What does this thing's attack do? For each energy attached to the defending Pokemon. I drew a Lysandre, so... Yep, we'll put this on here. And then we'll Lysandre this nerd and knock it out. And this guy says it doesn't take damage from EX Pokemon, but Hydreigon Shred ability says it isn't affected by any of that nonsense. So basically just like a big get out of here. So this is going to hit me for 10 more. Each energy is going to be for 80, and I'm Resistance Psychic, so only going to hit me for 60. So we've got 8 looks at a Fighting Fury Belt to win the game here. So let's go ahead and put this on here, and then let's go ahead and Elixir and hit. Put this on this guy. And then I'm going to thin my deck here of the 1 card because we know there's a Fighting Fury Belt in our deck, I believe. So there's only 1 Pokemon in here. And yeah, there's a Fighting Fury belt. So I'm going to grab the Salamence here. So there's only 12 cards left in our deck. And then, actually, we can get one more look with this even, too, right? Oh, maybe it was wrong to fail to find because of this. So I guess I draw with that. There's the Fighting Fury belt. Go ahead and retreat this out for this. And then get shredded, nerd. Sweet. This card drew us 5. It could have drawn us 6 cards that game even, so that's pretty impressive with that card so far. Feels less bad than Shaymin to have as your starter. This is actually a pretty cheap expanded deck if you only want one Shaymin for it. Which it's feeling more and more like I only want one Shaymin in it. I'd like to go first. Okay, yep, seems fine. I think I'm going to lean on Darkrai because I'd rather power up Hydreigon with things like this Max Elixir, just in case they have a Jolteon or whatever other cards that are resistant to things. As a cost to get competitive online. Most of the decks are far less than $100. I don't know exact prices because I've borrowed a lot of stuff from one of my buddies who already had stuff, so I haven't like bought everything from scratch, but it's much cheaper than Magic Online to set the bar very low. Sycamore is a perfect hit here. We didn't really have anything else going on, so we'll grab this, and then we'll go ahead and Elixir before we get going here. Then the question becomes, do I want to play one of these energies out here? I don't think I do, just because I've got a bunch of Dark Patches in my deck. So, like, putting 2 energies in my discard pile sounds great. I can go ahead and put this on here. They're a fighting deck, which my guys are weak to fighting, which kind of sucks. We're going to go ahead and retreat this for free because of Darkrai-EX's ability, since anything with Dark Energy gets to retreat for free. Let's go ahead and Elixir up here. Miss. Elixir again. Oof. Lots of misses. Someone asked about ways to get cards. Let me link you this thread. You will need to be logged into your Pokemon TCGO account to view this forum thread, but that thread has a bunch of cards and their prices and ratios. So you can't buy cards or sell cards for cash directly, but you could trade them for booster packs. So indirectly, you can turn them into things you want and need. All right, I think. So what does this do? Do this to 70 more. Does 32 one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. All right. Put a Fighting Fury on here, and then patch on, and then pass the turn here. Medium turn, like, we did a lot, and we got a lot of energies, which is what we want. We want to get a lot of energies set up ASAP, but the fact that we didn't get a regular Darkrai-EX going is kind of bad. All right, so yeah, just go ahead and Escape Rope here seems fine. So we get to go ahead and put this up, and we can knock this out and put 30 there. I have a Sycamore in my discard pile here. Do I want a Sycamore, or do I want to Skyla? I think I'd rather Sycamore, honestly. Try and get another Darkrai set up on my bench. Things that don't look very promising for 100. I guess I'll take another Sycamore. Oh, you know what? I should have left that because I have a Verse Seeker here. Okay, I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to Elixir onto my Shaymin. And a Night Spear, which kills this and then deals 30 to their benched guy. It's possible I should have saved that Elixir as well in case I get a Darkrai next turn to get it going. So, yeah, that took a ton of damage. Ultra Ball's pretty good here. They didn't have another energy to get going here, so that's good for us. I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball, discard this and this for now, I think. Go get a Darkrai to get going here. Now I can do this, do this, play this out. I haven't played a supporter yet this turn, so I can go ahead and rope up to this one for now, and then I can Verse Seeker this Sycamore and draw 7. Didn't find any other way to get extra energies out here, which feels kind of bad. I guess I'm just playing these two out now. I can go ahead and put a belt on here, and then I think I'm just retreating this back and then putting this one up and hitting, going hit here, because this dies in 2 to this guy, so if he doesn't have an energy, we could possibly be in a good spot. So 110 and 30. The fighting matchups are hard for us because their guys do double damage to our Darkrai's. Yep. Slide this up for now. Oh, that might have been wrong. Yeah. Yeah, that was wrong. I should have put this up. Man. Ugh. Just got straight nothing going on. Yep, we are very dead here. I don't know. Should have taken a better look at what was prized and what was not there. We must have just been not had a bunch of dark patches in our deck. I made a lot of decisions there. Not getting a Darkrai set up to not the other Darkrai-EX set up to start kind of hurt. So we would have been able to be one-hit KOing their guys much faster. Mono colorless, interesting. No basics, so we have to mulligan. Yeah. Well, this hand doesn't do a whole lot. Hey, Jacob. Oh. So this hand's really bad, and my toddler just pooped, so I need to change it up real quick. Sorry about that. You're just like, mono poops today, huh, kid? Mono poops? Alright, Dad's gonna put his deck here up on screen, and we'll be right back, folks. Sorry about the breaks. Kids first. Hey, Sam. Happy Saturday. Battle time! Ooh, opponent has the advantage. It makes me excited when they have a better record, better MMR than we do. Hopefully we get an okay hand. We're on the coin flip. It's a good start. I'd like to play. Ah, one Shaymin in the deck. Never How many times have we had this as the opener today in, like, however many games? Opponent playing Trev Break. Okay, this matchup's generally good for us, but Shaymin start is not stellar. And being on the play is huge, especially when they're mulliganing here. So they took 2 mulligans. We're going to get 3 extra cards from this opener, and we have an end to start, so it's not bad. Has it been 7 games? Always to trade. Getting the specific cards that you want is always a better option than is always a better decision than just like trying to get random ones. All right, so what are we doing here? Let's form a battle plan. So let's Ultra Ball, discard this Lysandre and this Olympia for now. We're gonna go get this Darkrai-EX. I don't have something to put double dragons on yet, but they have a lot of enhanced hammers and stuff, so like smashing our double dragons off is something they're going to be good at. Let's go ahead and trainer mail here and see what we find. Another rope. I think that's fine. We're probably ending here. Elixir and Brick. Welcome to Brick City. An interesting question here is, do I want to Verse Seeker this Lysandre back? Because they do item... the Trev deck is an item lock deck. So, like, I think I'd rather have this Lysandre in my deck than have a Verse Seeker in my deck. Alright, we hit that time. So, our Oranguru is in our deck. So, if I Ultra Ball and ditch these 2, I can then Rope and then Monkey and draw 2 cards. That seems pretty good. I might want the Rope at some point. Like, the Rope, like, here the Rope is fine. And, like, I didn't want to Rope preemptively because I wanted to leave this on my bench so I could Elixir or Dark Patch onto it. That was my line of thought there. And then didn't actually draw an energy to play out in all of those looks, so I guess we passed the turn. Things that feel bad for 100. I guess we couldn't have attacked this turn anyways, but like not playing an energy in a turn against the resource denial deck does not feel great. So there's the Phantom, which is going to evolve into a Trev. Oh, we're putting this up. And opponent conceded. Alright, well, we didn't have a good start, but then they conceded, so... Hashtag free ladder. The Trev deck does not seem very consistent. Like, we played it on stream. If you want to see the Trev deck, the item lock deck that my opponent was playing in action, you can check my YouTube archives below. I don't know if we're going to stream with it some more. It seems fairly inconsistent at what it's trying to do. Like, when it works, it locks them out and makes them miserable, but a lot of the time it just feels like it kind of flails around and doesn't do much. hand's fine. Like, not super exciting, but fine. We get to, like, slide the Valley out, and then Sycamore, bin these, and then, hopefully draw some more patches. What does this card do? They've got a Giratina here. Breaks have no ability. So this is like an this is an anti-Greninja card, basically. Doesn't really have any relevant effect against us. It could attack, hypothetically, but it takes 4 energies to do so, so it's pretty far away. Get us here actually isn't even that bad for us. This takes all the items out of our hand and shuffles it back into our deck, so it's actually only 1. And actually that was good for us, because I'd rather the Dark Patch be in our deck than be getting discarded to this Sycamore. Not quite sure what my opponent has going on here, so they've got attached a Metal Energy to this. And again, I could play this Dark out, but I think I'd rather have it in my bin for Dark Patch purposes down the line here. Go ahead and play this out. And then, yeah, I think I'm just sliding this onto here. And then we're Ultra Balling, ditching these 2. And I'm going to grab a Darkrai here. And then we can play the Darkrai out and then play Oranguru. I could have gotten a Shaymin here, but I really think I'd just rather do this and, like, get a Darkrai going. The Greninja Break deck, people keep telling me that it's like one of the better decks, but every time I play it, it feels really lackluster, but it puts up a lot of results, so it's also, I'm told, one of the harder decks to play, so it could just be I'm very bad at playing it. I would be willing to accept that. There's also some archives of me fumbling around with that deck on stream. Solo GX. Once turn, you may switch your active with one of your bench, discard all... Oh, this gets 5 energies out of your deck. Okay, yeah, this card seems really sweet. Because, like, this Soul Burst can get double dragons and double colorless energies out of your deck, which seems really powerful. This also has 250 hit points, which is just, like, infinite hit points. And 231 shots. Like, this discards all of its energies to do this, but, like, 231 shots both things. Like, you're like, discard all the energies off of this, collect some prizes. Something that's important to note is that, something that's important to note about, Mushmouth. Something that's important to note about the Greninja deck is, in my experience, like, when people say decks are hard to play, that usually means a lot of the time that they're just not very good. Like, this deck is hard to play because it's a lower power level than, like, what other people are doing in the format is a lot of time what that means. Holy crap, that card is mean. It just straight up can't attack? Oh, that's a GX counter. I just noticed that. Yeah, I think I'm just sliding this DDE out onto here and then Sycamoring. Maybe I'm supposed to use this to draw 1 card before I Sycamore there. Go ahead and Elixir onto here. Do I want to get a Salamence going? I probably don't hate this. I already played a Rope this game, right? Nope, that was the last game. So I haven't played a Rope yet this game. So I could Shaymin, and if I hit Rope, I could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This hits for 140, 150, which isn't lethal to most of these things. So I think I think I'm just passing the turn here. Yep, same. Opponent's deck is sweet. You're gonna get a Sycamore or something here and draw a bunch of cards, I assume? Coreless, sure, yep. So, a little bit better than Sycamore. They get to draw 8 cards instead of just 7. Skyfield, interesting. So, how many hit points does this have? It says 180. Skyfield's actually pretty good for us because it means we can play this Shaymin out without locking our bench up. Well, part of the reason I didn't want to play this out last turn is because I didn't want to not be able to put another Darkrai on my bench. Is this the side crying Pikachu sub-alert? It is, Sam. Thanks for the 12-month resubscription. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks, Marty. So this applies even if the defending Pokemon, it can't. No, so if I Olympia here, this is dead, right? So I do this, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 160. This is dealing 180 exactly. So I should Olympia this back and then just KO this guy. Yeah, okay, so that's just that one. This card's way less good than I thought it was. I thought it was any EX can't attack next turn, and that would be very, very good. And that's not what that does, so did not quite understand how that worked. Let's go ahead and Max Elixir here. Do this. Do I wanna get this going? Probably not. This is probably fine. I mean, Mardu was far overperforming based on the data that we had so far. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this Ultra Ball because this lets me discard down and go get another Darkrai out of my deck. The median age at my store is definitely in the single digits. The larger events, the casual events, have a lot of small children. The larger events do not. So, like, I played a League Cup, which is that's the largest event a store can run, and we had 46 players in the 16+ division, with the median age being very similar to Magic. Like, most of the people were in their mid-20s, mid to late 20s, and there were a lot of people that were older than that. This should be lethal unless I miscounted. Yep, just clean 200 you. Oh, they can get both of these going with this and just, like, Sunsteel Strike every single turn, huh? That's pretty good. So they're going to get to put this down. So worth noting that Salamence doesn't count GX Pokemon. It's only EX Pokemon, so this is not hitting for very much right now. So this next turn, I need to get this Darkrai set up and try and be able to 250 these things. That doesn't sound very likely to happen. You want to send dead slap? Oh, yeah, opponent's deck is really sweet. So, down Darkrai goes for a clean 230. He loses all his energies, but he could just, like, reattach most of them next turn. This has how many hit points? 90? I'm going to go ahead and put Salamence up for now because it can retreat for free. You're very loud, toddler. So now I have to make a decision. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're certainly putting this out on my bench. And then I think I'm putting this on one of these. Not that it really matters because they're like one-hit KOing my guys anyways. And then the question here is, do I want to put this extra Dark Energy on this Darkrai or this Darkrai-EX? I think I want to put it on this Darkrai-EX. And then I'm going to go ahead and I could Oranguru to draw... Ow, kid, that hurt. I could Oranguru to draw one card here, which seems fine, and then I can Verse Seeker a Sycamore afterwards. The Pokemon he has on his bench allow him to, once per turn, you may move a medal from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. You're very loud, toddler. You get 2 prize cards for killing a GX. Alright. Dark Patches and Elixirs, please. Alright, that's what we found. Am I doing that? How am I sequencing this? Let's put a belt on here. This ball doesn't do anything at this point. There's no Pokemon left in my deck. I'm going to go ahead and Elixir and hopefully hit. We hit. Okay. So we do this and then slide that onto here. And then I could Dark Patch onto one of these other guys. And now I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. God, I'm still short. That's so much health. That's so much health. Oh, you know what? I probably should have put this extra Dark Energy on this one, perhaps. Yeah, I think I'm definitely playing this to bump his thing here. I think I'm going to bin Shaymin and Giratina here. And then, yeah, I'm just going to retreat this to here and then hit him for a bunch. We were one Dark Energy shy there. Hit for 250. Hit for 230 instead of 250. He gets to put 2 energies on these things. And then if he's got another, he gets it with this. Then if he's got another Metal Energy in his hand, he gets to switch this and knock my Darkrai out. This does not feel great. Ultra Road lets him swap. Yep. Does he not have an energy? He must not have an energy, right? Yeah, I should have powered this up for this exact reason. Yeah, I'm going to rope here. See what they put up. Could I have Lysandre there? Maybe that's right. Only 9 cards left in my deck here. Yeah, I think I want a Sycamore. So 2 cards left in my deck. I have an N in here, right? I don't have an N in here. Huh, that's awkward. Yep, let's patch. Patch 1. Patch 2. And then, I haven't actually played an energy out yet. I can put this on here. Wow, are we actually going to win this game? So I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 energy right now. So I'm just like one-shotting everything here, basically. I could actually use this Darkrai and hit this and this. So that actually seems fine. Although that leaves me with... So if I lose 3 energies here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3 energies, losing that would put me with 110. Would put me at 220, 240. I'm gonna be shy either way here. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to do this and then do Night Spear here and then hit this one because this lets me kill this with a hit. Oh, I have Seeker for Lysandre. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, you're right. Crap. Yeah, I punted this. I should have just put this up and attacked his guy and then killed this, and then next turn I could... Yeah, that was wrong. So now they have to knock one of my dragons off. And knock this out, so, yeah. Yeah, I messed up. Probably going to lose because of this. I'm going to put this up for now because it has a free retreat cost because of Hydreigon. There's my N. Okay. So I want to retreat here and then Verse Seeker my Lysandre and then Lysandre this one. Yeah, I think if I sequenced this right, I would have won the game this turn. If I would have knocked this out, I could have Lysandred this one up and then like I did here and won the game because I would have had no prizes left. Although I guess they still have this on their bench. Okay, so they can kill this now. All my Seekers gone, all my Verse Seekers are gone, all my Lysandres are gone. Infamous Neo with the 4-month resubscription. Welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. Oh yeah, and they're just gonna... Well, you don't even have to Lysandre anything, dude. Okay, yep, so we lost the game. Yep, well played, opponent. I messed that up. I should have... If I would have knocked out their Shaymin, then I could have Lysandred up the other one. Neat. Bonus deck was really interesting. Good use of a lot of the Sun and Moon cards. It's not particularly exciting. Hopefully this hits a supporter or an Ultra Ball. A draw supporter or an Ultra Ball. Nest Ball would actually also be okay. Like, not as good as the other two, but... I guess I'll take this in case we hit an Ultra Ball next turn or a Skyla for an Ultra Ball. This is probably going to be a very quick game. Have I tried Infinity Wars? I have not. What does Infinity Wars do that makes it worth trying? So that's the question I just ask people now when they ask me about different digital card games. It's like, why is this one worth my time? Because Pokemon and Hex are fairly unique compared to what a lot of the different digital TCGs offer at this point. I think we might play some Road after this game. Feel like we're having a lot of I'm saying we're just getting a little bit unlucky now, which might mean this deck... This might mean this deck just isn't very consistent. Like, if you feel like you're getting unlucky a lot of the time when you're building a deck and, like, testing it, that probably means the deck's just not very good. I like this archetype might be fine, but, like, this build configuration I have might be bad. Like the setup I have now, we might just want more supporters. Like, I cut down to just 1 N and 4 Sycamore, so I might just want to go back up to have, like, 3 N in the deck. Check the win rate, sure. I mean, the win rate's obnoxious, but we've made a lot of changes today. I guess it tells you how many wins since your last change. Opponent's hand also not doing anything, thankfully, I guess. So, knock your guy out. So opponent's playing a deck called Night March, which this attack, it does 20 damage plus 20 more times the number of Pokemon in your discard pile that have the attack Night March. So they ideally want to stack Night March Pokemon to their deck and then hit for large sums of damages. Sure, but, like, a lot of the time we're winning with Darkrai's. Like, Salamence doesn't pick up and carry every game on his back. Like, we've definitely had games where, like, Salamence is like, oh, this Salamence just, like, won this entire match for us. But good lord. Oh, just... Sure. I guess we should be thankful that they're also not doing anything. Alright, so now we're gonna die. This is... They've got 6 in here now. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 5, so this is doing 120 currently. No, 100 doesn't do bonus. Doing 160, so they need to find one more. I mean, they're really not that crazy. Like, the way the resources work in this game, the problem with coming from a game like, with games like Magic and Hex and Eternal and, like, I'm going to call them the traditional card games, so that's just lethal now, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yes, that's just, you're dead, because we did not have another Pokemon to put on our bench. The problem from coming with games with, like, a Magic background to these other games that use, like, well, I'm just going to refer to it as a traditional resource system, is that when people see these things that draw that many cards, is that they don't understand how to evaluate the resources in Pokemon. And, like, they don't understand that, like, in a game like Pokemon, your attack is a very valuable resource. They're used to just lands or just shards or just energies being resources. And in this game, there's more resources to manage. Instead of managing a life total, you're managing things like how many your supporter that you play every turn. That's a resource that's available to you and stuff like that. Which is one of the reasons I find the game so interesting personally, is because, like, just the way the resource management is so vastly different is interesting to me. Speaking of resources, yeah, I feel like I should put more ends back in this deck. I guess we could look at the... So this game tracks your records with decks. And here, Expanded Dragons, wins since last edit, 2. So we've won 2 out of 6. And we've won 34 out of 49 overall. So we're batting 33% since the last round of changes. So perhaps we should put the ends back in. And Archie's Ace of the Hole is actually this first card, right? Oh, it was right there. Does this do put a water Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench? Hit me with a list in hit me with a list on Discord. They fixed the I don't understand what the problem with animations are. Animations are great. They're part of the reason the client is wonderful. Alright, so this puts me to 10 supporters, which is probably fine. Need to cut one card to get back down to 60. Honestly, I think I'm just going to trim a Trainer Mail. This card just seems really medium every time we play it. Let's go ahead and hop back in the queue here. Yeah, the summon, yep. That's like the extent of Magic Online's animations, right? In theory, you can grind tradable packs and sell it, but like, you know, you're better off just having a job. Just like every TCG. I'm aware of Portal. All right, so what do we want to do here? I think we're going Ultra Ball, ditch Olympia, and this Dark Energy. What am I getting with this? I kind of wanted to get the Oranguru, which is not in the deck. That's unfortunate. Must be prized. Yeah, no other game has as high of a rake as Magic Online, and has everything as overpriced as Magic Online. So, like, when you're doing well, you're going to make okay amount of money on Magic Online. Not even an okay amount of money. You're going to make maybe minimum wage. Unless you're playing a ton. And even our dollar per hour. I have no idea what we want to get here, because we don't have a way to draw cards again in our opener. Might just be this Shaymin is probably what it has to be here. It doesn't feel good, but I'm pretty sure this is what it needs to be. Yeah, but like 500 packs. I'm gonna pull up a calculator here really quick. What, most packs are worth like a quarter, so you're making $100 a month. So this Ultra Ball is gonna discard these elixirs, which doesn't feel good. I'm gonna grab this Darkrai, and the Shaymin's gonna draw 6 cards. I guess this is fine. So we play this, we go ahead and play Dark Patch and grab this energy that we discarded and slide that onto there. Go ahead and play this Shaymin out. But it's no taxes. Yeah, don't let the IRS know that. Just FYI, if you ever get audited, you will owe back taxes not claiming money you're making for Magic Online, just as a heads up. So if you're into that, you know, you do you. Alright, I found an Elixir 2 here. Yeah, I don't think I really want an Ultra Ball. Look at that, didn't even Elixir Brick. It's a good start. I'm going to slide this Hydreigon out here in case our opponent ends us next turn, and then pass. Yeah. We can't attack on the first turn anyways, so that's fine. You can't cash out without breaking the TOS. Isn't it legal to sell packs? I thought selling packs is legal. I thought it was just selling cards that's not allowed. So opponent's playing a Vileplume deck, which is an item lock deck, which is fine. We've used most of our items we need to get set up here. I guess we technically kind of want to rope for this Darkrai, so now we can no longer play items. Each player can't play items, yeah, so it's symmetrical at least, I suppose. Putting this on here, and I think I'm just going to pass here, honestly, although I've got 1, 2, 6... I've already got enough to just, like... Yeah, I'm just going to pass for now. You're very obnoxious, toddler. I love you, but you're obnoxious. I'm going to slide this out onto here, and then I kind of don't want to end because their hand is obviously very bad too, so I'm just going to Sycamore. We're basically just looking to draw energies, which we did, so, you know, God bless. Yep, pass. I don't understand how selling packs in-game is different than selling code cards, because the code cards give you packs in-game, so... To me, that seems like one and the same. I'm going to slide this out onto here and then just pass the turn. Choo-choo! Your trade noises are very good, Jacob. There's a rope we can't play. I'm going to go ahead and play this out just to bump their stadium in case they have other grass Pokemon they want to involve. Let's go ahead and Dark Pulse. Not quite sure what my opponent's doing other than playing an item lock deck. Oh, wait, what does that coin flip do? I probably should have read their card. I just assumed this wasn't relevant. This Pokemon's knocked out if heads put 5 damage on the attacking Pokemon. Oh, that really doesn't matter. So I actually think I don't want to play out this other Darkrai that I have here, because I would prefer to not get Lysandre locked. So yeah, I'm just going to pulse this. Mowing down your team, mowing down your team. An opponent's deck that doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Thanks, Immortals. I'll probably look at it and build it for next stream. Don't kick my power adapters, child. Train boy. I'll teach you, train boy. Never not head. Salamence coin. Don't fail me now. Yeah, Salamence coin. No, don't kick those. Or I'm kicking... You keep trying to kick those, I'm going to evict you. I'm going to evict you out of this toddler-free zone. Okay, mill deck. You're very good, Jacob. Alright, we both have mulligans here. Good lord, we're gonna start a Shaymin as the starter counter on stream, I think, because this is just too much. This is just too much. Are you still planning? I'm considering playing this deck instead. The Rainbow Roads matchup against Trev doesn't seem great, and this deck destroys that one. Alright, so Ultra Ball getting some dark energies in my discard pile feels pretty good. Although I guess I'm probably just Sycamoring here anyways. Although maybe I'm ending. Yeah, I really don't want to discard 2 Sycamores and a Reverse Secret. Again, this is one of those really small things like, so Sycamore draws us one more card here, but burning these resources out of my deck is actually pretty critical. So even though I'm giving my opponent +1 card with this play, it leaves me resources in my deck that I know I'm going to want later, so I think it's worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and Nest Ball here. The question is whether or not I want the other Darkrai-EX or I want to get a Dragon going. I might just want to get a Dragon going, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a Dragon going. Let's get Salamence out here. Salamence also, like, warps how my opponent plays the game because it, Another Ultra Ball. Okay. Huh. So I can actually empty my hand here now and then draw 3 more with Oranguru. That seems okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball and discard both of these, which might be a little aggressive. But I saw that monkey was in here, right? Yeah, sweet. This is my second favorite monkey. My first favorite monkey is right here. Who's the little monkey child? Choo-choo! Okay, I'm gonna load up this Darktina, this Darkrai here, put Fighting Fury Belt on here, play out this guy, activate his ability to... Instruct me, Monkey Man! Instruct me, Monkey Man! Alright, we got a Dark Patch, sweet. So we'll grab that and put it on here, and then I think I'm actually going to slide this out onto here for now, so that way I can retreat it next turn if I want. Ooh, Parallel City me is kind of annoying here, but I have a dragon going, so it's not the absolute worst. So what does this do? Duranat. For each Duranat in play, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Wow, that's really good. Prevent all effects of attack except damage under your Pokemon. That okay, sure. Crushing Hammer, yep. So my opponent's playing a Resource Denial / Mill deck. Hopefully they don't have another hammer here. Oh, this could go get the supporter that discards the energy off my active, though. Lysandre, sure. So we're going to put up probably the Salamence here since it is the biggest retreat cost. Oh, I guess this has an equally large retreat cost. Dark Patch would have been a good draw. Yep, we're going to go ahead and slide this out onto here, and then instruct, draw 2. Which means I can Ultra Ball, but I can't actually put the Ultra... Okay, this is good. So let's go ahead and Elixir here, and Brick. And then we'll Sycamore to get some stuff going, hopefully. Trainer Mail, looking for an Escape Rope would be ideal. Look at that. Time to rope them up, boys. Boys and girls. Let's go ahead and Dark Patch. You're very loud. You're going to have to go upstairs with Mom. No, you don't want to. So, we'll retreat here and then get our attack on, I suppose. Can't play out any more Pokemon onto our bench because of the Parallel City locking us down here. I should make a command for that link. People ask about it a lot. Shuffle your hand into your deck, flip a coin. Sure. So, tails, please. Yeah. Got a level ball. Sure. Another Duranat. Yep, that makes sense because they want to get lots of Duranats going. What does the special metal do? Special metal says any damage done is reduced by 10. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, I'm going to start putting energies on here because that guy's probably going to need to attack at some point. They didn't do anything last turn, so I kind of don't want to end, but I don't want to Sycamore either. Am I just supposed to, like, knock this guy out? Yeah, I'm probably just supposed to knock their guy out and take up some prizes. The thing to note about Dark Patch is that it can only patch onto dark Pokemon that are on my bench, so... And sure. So we're going to shuffle our hand back into our deck and then draw 4 cards, so we have 4 prizes left. Our hand was decent, so I'm a little bit sad about that. Hopefully they can't knock any of our energies off. Bursting Balloon is fine. Bursting Balloon seems like an odd choice. Are they, like, actually attacking us for damage? So, this thing... Jacob. So bursting balloon. So right now this thing takes 10 less, so we have to deal 80 to it, and I'm already dealing 80. So I'm gonna lead on Max Elixir here and see what we get. We miss. That's fine. I think I'm gonna put an energy on this Oranguru, honestly. And then and then I can play the belt out on here, and then I can draw a card with this. Seems fine. Well, maybe I'm not supposed to be drawing, honestly. Oh, sweet. That lets me... This lets me go get my other... Although I guess I really don't need to knock that off. Yeah, I'm just going to attack. We'll leave the computer search for now. Homebrewed Dwarf, read the link. It's not actually buying cards. Alright, I'm going to take my toddler upstairs with my wife. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Alright, so we got 20 cards left in our deck. That's an important resource. We've got a Lysandre in here, right? Is there not a Lysandre in here? Weird. And they haven't milled one yet either. Well, okay, so... I guess I'm putting this on here. And then I'm going to go ahead and knock this out. And then next turn, I can... Although, maybe I should just, like, go get the Lysandre now, just so I have it guaranteed. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, actually. So there's no Lysandre in here, so hopefully they aren't both prized. Well, if they're both prized, we have a good chance of finding one next turn. So I'm going to discard these two. I'm going to go get Lysandre. So, yeah, they're both in my deck. The game teaches you how to play when you first sign in. So Lysandering up this lets me knock this out and then collect 2 prizes. And now knocking out anything next turn is lethal. And I have this Escape Rope. So they're going to have to end this Escape Rope out of our hand. And we're going to have to miss on finding energy for this guy. So I think we have this game. Okay, so we discard our hand, but the game's over because this is lethal. I don't have anything left. So they discard our top 4 cards of our deck. We draw 1 for our turn. We attack.